We all know that each Chinese character has one pinyin and each pinyin has three parts. They are the initials, the finals, and the tone marks. However, do you know that in Chinese we have over 85,000 of Chinese characters? And with only 21 initials, 36 final, and 4 tones, there is no way to give each character one individual sound. Instead, many characters sharing the same pinyin. Therefore, it lays the perfect foundation to play with the homophones. For today, we are going to see some interesting observations in Mandarin for the homophones. The first one will be the loan word. Do you know that if you put a loan word in the Chinese dictionary app, Pleco, there will be over 500 results. Those loan words, some of them coming from Korean, some from Japanese, and many more comes from English. For example, the Korean word oba means older brother. Nowadays in China, many people love Korean soap opera. So that's why we took oba from Korean and we make this new word, oba, in Chinese. Also, there are obasang, zhengtai. Those words are coming from Japanese. And 粉丝, which means fans in English. 爱豆, it's idol in English. 血拼 sounds like shopping in English. And 播客, which comes from podcast. Great. The second one will be the typographical error. When we are texting our friends, it will be hard to avoid making typo mistakes. And some of those mistakes are so cute that we decide to maintain them in daily life. For example, classmates in Chinese is 同学, but it's easily to be typed wrong as 同鞋, which means the children's shoes. So each time when we are talking to our classmates, we may start addressing our classmates as, hey, my children's shoes. In this way, the text will become more funny and it can show some characters of the speaker. Another example is 小朋友, which is the way we address the children when we talk to them. And 朋 is easily to be typed as 小朋友, and 盆 in Chinese means the basin. So instead of, hey, this little friend, we may say this little friend with basin on top of the head. Also sounds more cute and more interesting. Also, 什么 means what, but easily to type as 神马. 神马 means gourd and horse, and it sounds more dramatic when we ask our friend, 你说神马? What are you talking about? Very good. Sometimes we also use the homophones to purposely making some jokes or form some internet slang. For example, 外国人 in Chinese is a foreigner. However, it's too direct, too formal. We like to keep the pinyin but change some characters. And we are purposely type it wrong as the crooked nuts. 外国人. Maybe nuts in English sounds not so good, but in Chinese there's no bad meaning at all. And this is just a cute nickname, and it will be sounds more friendly with 外国人 than 外国人. Another example is 大可不必, which is a Chinese idiom, means not necessary at all. The first two pinyin 大可 sounds like the English word duck. Therefore, when we are typing, we just write 大可不必 instead of the characters. In this way, it will be more interesting and more fun to chat with our friends. 研究生 in Chinese is the graduate student. The graduate student in China is very hardworking, so therefore we change the 生 to the character 生 And Seng in Chinese means monk. So instead of a graduate student, they becomes to the research monk. The next example will be programmer, 程序员. The Chinese programmer, some of them have to live a very tough life, have to work 9 hours for 6 days, 996. So therefore, we change this yuan, the personnel, to the other character, yuan, which means monkey. So instead of programmer, the new word becomes to the code monkey. Maybe some of you find, this is very offensive, all those new concepts, new words. But no, this is, to us, it's just a way to make a joke, maybe make fun of ourselves, or just to be more funny and more humorous when we are chatting with our friend. The third one will be the words influenced by dialect. As you know that there are so many dialects in China, and our Mandarin is strongly influenced by the dialect. But what's most interesting is that we can totally transfer the speaking way into the text and make it reading more fun and interesting. For example, the people from Guangxi, Anhui, Hubei, Hunan province, they can hardly differentiate the initial n and l. Therefore, when we are typing, for example, 难受 in Chinese means sad, and we are purposely typing it as 蓝瘦. And 蓝瘦, which in the character literal translation is blue and thin. So this will be a cute way to say I'm sad, but not real sad. We all know the Taiwanese accent is very gentle and soft. Therefore, when we are typing with our friends, we are purposely exaggerate Taiwanese accent to make it sound more cute. For example, 这样子 means this is why. And when we say it really fast, it can be 这样子, 这样子. And then we converted 这样子 into character. It will looks like this. The sauce plus purple, 这样子. Another example is 你知道吗? If we say, do you know it? 你知道吗? Very quickly, it will turns into 你知道吗? 你知道吗? And into character, it will look like this. 你知道吗? 你知道吗? Another example is that in Sichuan Hubei accent, or in Hokkien and Cantonese, 哥 sounds like 郭. For example, 帅哥, the handsome boy, when we typing, it becomes to 帅锅, and 锅 means pot. So it sounds like the handsome pot in text message. Next one, the Hokkien speaker can hardly differentiate hu and f. Therefore, 飞机, it sounds like 灰机. 灰机 means green machine. And 喜欢 sounds like 稀饭, which is porridge in characters. Those type of homophones is used in everyday life text message. The fourth one will be the numerical homophones. As you can see that 520, 520, it sounds really similar like 我爱你, which means I love you in Chinese. And in our culture, we are not very verbally express our love. So we use this number when we try to tell our partner that I love you. So we use 520 instead of 我爱你. And 520, 1314. That sounds similar like 我爱你一生一世. And 一生一世 means all my life. So together means I will love you with all my life. The next one will be 666, 666. I know in many cultures, 666, it's a very unlucky number since it's related to devil. However, 6 has exactly same sound as this character. And this 6 means awesome and fabulous. So when we say 666, 666, that actually means that everything will as you wished for. You want to do something and your dream will become true. So we even have this popular emoji in Chinese WeChat, and we sending this emoji all the time to say awesome, 666. Another interesting one is for 3Q. 3 in Chinese, it's 3. So 3Q, which has the same sound as thank you in English. So when we try to say thank you to someone, we can just tap 3Q. Very good. The next homophones is subtle replacement. That is to say, we replace one character in a word with another character with exactly the same pinyin to give the new word's meaning a subtle message. For example, we have many idioms in China formed with 4 characters. For example, 一步到位 means one step you will arrive to your destination. That means to settle a matter in one go. However, if we change this way, destination, to the other way, which means stomach, it means one step directly to the stomach, and which is a perfect advertisement for selling alcohol drinks. The next one, 随心所欲, which means to follow your heart and follow your desires. If we change the desire 欲 to the other 欲, which means to shower, that means to shower as one desires, which is a perfect advertisement for the water heater. 刻不容缓, which is an idiom to tell us that it cannot be delayed at all, which tells you to take immediate action. But if we change 咳 to 咳, and 咳 in Chinese means to cough, so the whole word becomes to demand immediate action to stop coughing, and this will be a perfect advertisement for the medicine to cure coughing. Well, that's all about the homophones.